This video is going to show you that in fact, the biggest hoax the Army ever produced was the Battle of the Bulge. And in fact, you can see from this picture, this is depicting the nowhere man coming from nowhere, going nowhere. The fence in the background is keeping the escape, but also then would notate that there was nowhere to come from. You can see in the background there's nothing going on back there. No disturbed land. So then the idea of war is strategic relocation and controlled demolition through what is called the mind. And what the mind's eye, your eyeball see, transfers to the mind, and then you react accordingly. And you will do as you're told. Right? All of you will do as you're told. If they tell you something's happening, you will seek death. You will look for death. You will not find death. And then you will wake up the next day and do it all over again. Alright? Instead of living your own life and being free in Jesus Christ, and you get the Comforter and released from all this worldly bonds. And the Pharisees may have their nose 1 inch away from the Word and still not see it. Because they are constant contenders and liars to themselves. You can see that is the order, and it's a mystery religion of Zambozis. Alright, I hope I said that right. Anyways, what that is talking about, it's bringing in the Saturn and the Jupiter idea, okay? The thumb being important because you pull that down with, on top of, or even underneath of the Jupiter finger, i.e. the female spirit, the Zion, you get the vulva, or the entrance into. Do you understand who's then inside that? Look inside there. Do you see the sacrificial lamb? All right. Now moving forward. The K is the 11. You saw the K at the bottom of that picture. The K is the 11, or the 9/11, into the mind, into the Zion, into the lie. This is nothing but Jewish fairy tales. Call them Jews, call them Jesuits, call them politicians, call them whatever you like. They all have the same goal. They are all under the influence of the liar. There is but two. There is the spirit of Jesus Christ, and there is the spirit of the liar, Satan, Saturn. All right. Looking at this is supposed to be the Battle of the Bulge, a guy who's just laying in a hole. Great. Resting. Those aren't dead bodies. Those are guys resting. Okay, fine. They're resting. They dug a hole and they took a nap. This is the old famous, a bunch of planes in the sky and some smoke coming out of this contraption over here. Therefore, there's a war going on, right? Right? You see this. Therefore, a war happened, right? Nothing more needed. No, in fact, no war happened. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. It's all strategic relocation, controlled demolition, nothing but a gypsy caravan event. Then moving into the idea of the surrender, the foreign soldier, the boogeyman. You can see the chevrons, basically sideways sevens, for instance. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. There would be 6 of them, making what, the 42. All right. That's the 24, or the cycle. Hands up, just like Ferguson. That whole idea of surrender to the story. All right. This is labeled soldier sleeps during Battle of Bulge. Fine. Nothing going on out here. There's zero happening. None. No war. You can see that there's zero evidence of war. None of you that preach the war and the death hoax have any proof. None of you do. None of you shot at anyone. Period. None of you shot anyone with your little rifles and pistols. None of you did hand-to-hand combat and stuck your bayonet into the enemy. No, you did not, liar. This is man walks up to other man laying on the ground. Look around, man. There's a nice arc in the background, too, I want you to notice. And now I'm going to get into the more important part. This goes back to the idea of the men of the horse and all the last names that deal with the horse. The the idea of the riders and the idea of the Knights Templar and the two men on the horse. This is the big coup de grace. This is the picture that owns them all. One is the continuation of the arc in the background, making the black hole sun. You can see that. Plus, you can see the top of the pyramid here. There's a line and a line, and there's a pyramid at the top. The cow represents Isis, or Dionysus, on the right. And the old man with the reaper, or it's a pickaxe, but it's represented like a 7 or a reaper in that picture, is going to be old man Kronos, or time, who becomes then Saturn, because what happened in the idea of this, and if you follow the lore of these people's cult, Saturn deballs Uranus. Sure, you wear a device to pull your arms back so that
No, you mean my leg didn't go back behind my head?
That's true, right?
My head was behind my legs many times. No, what did...
No, that wasn't what I was asking you, man. No, I don't think you're pretty. Stop showing me this picture. I don't think you're pretty. All right? You've said.
What are you talking about? Because...
Dude, I've told you a million times this picture doesn't
No, of course, because I can't lift my hand behind my head because it's all broken up and stuff.
No, that's not right.
Now, of course, you can tell by this picture that I was hurt, tremendously hurt.
No, you can't tell nothing.
The savages grabbed me and brought me into the beach,
stop the
and I was safely brought into the Hanoi Hilton.
No, they didn't, man.
Quite obviously.
No.
Quite obviously, David. You don't know what you're talking about. Of course, I'm making the pentagram with my fake arm apparatus. Of course I am. You know that I am. But I mean, of course, all these idiots don't know that I am because. Well, of course you're outing me, but don't you think I look sexy back here?
No, I don't.
Don't you think I look sexy back when I was younger?
No. Actually, no, not even.
Is that maybe something that we can just find common ground on?
No.
Yeah, of course you notice that I don't always wear the arm thing. Sometimes I'm going out and talking to other fakers. Like this guy.
No, we lost the
General Petraeus. Remember that fake gag? Anyways, bye guys. Remember that fake gag?
I do, yeah.
Bye,
I do.
guys.
Oh, amazing phone call, man. Amazing interview.
You have reached the department. Please hold while I transfer you to an operator.
Services, Operator 3.
Hi, Operator 3. This is Dave from Tracy. I'd like to speak with the duty officer in operations, for Pentagon operations.
What branch of the military are you in?
What branch am I in? I was in the Navy. What branch the military officer is in charge right now, I do not know. I just need to speak with the duty officer in charge of operations.
You in operations over what?
As in war operations, operations leading the country into battle. Those people who are in the Pentagon, supplying war plants. Operations, there's a department called operations. I need to speak with them.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Alright, let's call them back.
Good afternoon. You have reached the Department of Defense. Please hold while I transfer you to an operator.
Operator Services, Operator 13.
Yes, guess who? This is Dave from Tracy. I need to speak with somebody in planning and operations. The duty officer.
If you would like to look... Hello, this is the State Department Operations Center.
Hi, yes, this is Dave from Tracy, and I was calling about the current situation going on in Iraq.
Okay, sorry, could you identify yourself again, please? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, this is Dave from Tracy, and I'm calling about the ISIS situation in Iraq. Okay?
Is, 1 moment, please. Who would you like to speak with?
I would like to speak with anyone working on the current war drums in Iraq. Anyone speaking about ISIS, anyone speaking about people being decapitated, anything like that. All of that, I need to speak with somebody about that current situation going on.
Okay, 1 moment, please. Welcome to the U.S. Department of State Public Information Line. We invite you to visit the Department of State website at www. No operator defined. To request another transfer, press star T. Patrol operator, may I help you?
Yes, hi, this is Dave from Tracy, and I was wondering, is there any committees working today in order or in preparation for war footing?
No, sir. All the offices are closed.
So nobody's there, poring over intel reports about the latest from Iraq, then I take it.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, because then there's nobody for me to talk to. I would like you to know, though, in fact, just so you know personally, that all those beheading videos they keep showing people, they're all hoaxes. So I'm personally calling around to try and stop this from happening. No war for hoax videos, all right? Nobody's dying. Nobody's getting hurt, just so you know. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. May Jesus Christ bless you, all right?
Okay.